Righto, the little brumby that could. Here we go. Time to grab the forklift and get in here, pull this bad boy out. I reckon I'll actually get in there, should be alright. Righto, let's get this into place and go from there. Had a few change of plans on these projects, but we'll run through that when we get to it. Alright, a smart person would have probably taken all that crap off the front, but that's not how we roll here. Ooh, what's going on there? There we go, look at that. Anyone would think I was a full pro forklift driver. Oh, it's a bit hard to do this with the camera. Might put it down. Righto, we have the big girl out. Okay, she's still sitting here on the forklift. It's a bit worse for wear, but it'll be good. We'll get this up in the air soon, and I'll refresh your memory on where I got to with the lift kit, and I'll explain to you lifting the rest of the chassis, where you're going to space the gearbox and the motor and everything. And I've just got to move all this shizzle here. See how in the afternoon the sun comes over and the sun's over there now, because most of the time that I get to be here is in the afternoon. So I'm going to set myself up here, move this 1 tonner, move all this crap, put this stand that's here half fallen over here, put it up on the stand, so I'll be all set up here and I can come and work in the afternoons and actually get some done, and that way my rubbish will be out of the way and Leith can still work during the day in the workshop. Otherwise what I normally do to him is put all my crap in the workshop, but he has to work outside, and it's too hot at the moment to do that to him. So yeah, what a beast. Like, look how big that's looking. She's going to be an animal. He actually come up with a really good idea before, because I want to build the two, remember? I want to build one that's lifted and one that's lowered. I've got these wheels. Oh, it's going to be a beast, the lowered one. It's going to be mad. I think we're going to make it 2-wheel drive too, rear-wheel drive. So anyway, future plans have changed, as they do. As you progress with these projects, different things turn up, different ideas. You forget you've got these parts already, and yeah, so, but anyway. Moving forward. That was a success. She's up on the stand at the front door, so now I can go through, check where I was up to. See, it's got the 50mm spacers in there now, which was a 50mm lift kit, so I've got to add 25 to each spacer, but not all the spacers are the same. So, but that's not right now. Just going through, checking out some options on these brumbies. Leith's maybe changed a few plans for us. So it's just in here, this red one. I've just grabbed the jump pack. I'm going to whack it on and see if it at least turns over and runs or something like that. I honestly cannot even remember what this one was, whether it was a runner, whether it had a clutch issue. Yeah, but anyway, we'll check this one out. And this is the red aircon one, if you remember. But yeah, alright, see what it's going to do. Alright, so the stereo works. Go now. I think she's locked solid. I might get the motor seems to be locked up. Might get a spanner and try and turn it and see if we can't unlock it. I really wish I could remember something about
it. Moves.
Alright, I'll go do a key. He just unlocked it, so I'll go around and put a key to try and get it to start. I'll try and get it to turn over is a good start.
Okay, the battery's too flat.
Righto, better go grab a battery. Okay, so we went and got a battery and got it to fit with a what? A bit of skullduggery. We've got some 2-stroke.
We'll start your bastard at first.
You're going to start your bastard at first, alright. And then...
Have you seen the new stuff? Undo Your Bastard? Like new WD-40 stuff. It's called Undo Your Bastard. I was quite happy with that.
Alright. Yeah, well, look, there's a semi-new plan. I know in the last video I said I was putting the Outback motor in this, but the Outback motor will go in the lowered one, converted to rear-wheel drive. That's another mission to show you that all together because it's going to be mad. This, Leith come up with the idea. We've got a supercharger. We've got
In one of these engine bays.
Mate, I'm good to go for that.
Johnny? I don't know how registerable it'd be. But anyway.
Just put the engine numbers off this onto the LS.
Oh, what do we bolt two of these together?
Well, we've got a supercharger that'll fit. So anyway, but we'll just, let's see what's going to happen.
SC14 supercharger, so we'll mount that, make a plate there, mount that there, and worst case I'll make like a hat that comes over the back there and it can't be mounted there, and it'll be
But anyway, so we might not be doing an engine swap, that's why we're trying to get this to run. But yeah, so anyway, let's see what she's going to do.
We can blow it up with boost then.
I think it needs a bit more persuasion.
Yeah, I might need to try and rock it a bit more.
Yep. Yep.
Right, yeah.
Not real happy, is it? I wish I could remember where I got this from. Can you remember at all?
No. Oh yeah, that was a nice good blind there, and it's like we got to the bottom.
There's nothing that tells me what it was. Can't remember for the life of me. There's all trampoline bits in the back. I don't think that tells me anything. I don't know. I can't work out where I got it from. Alright. Right, so if we can't get this to wind over now, we're going to move these cars in the next day or so, get it out, and then put some stuff in the bore and try and get it to free up. But I've still got to make spaces up for that other lift kit, so I've still got other stuff to do if this doesn't run. Righto, you ready?
Okay.
No, it's just locked again.
No, I didn't know. That's just the starter plane, shit bastards. So it's actually pretty free to turn with the.
It's got compress.
Oh no, that's hydraulic. Yeah, it is.
How could it though? There's no fuel or anything.
One of the cylinders from store or something. Yeah.
Maybe it's... I got nothing. Do you reckon an LS would fit in it?
Oh, it would, but we're not. We'd never get it registered. See, look how easy it turns over that way, and I can hear it.
Done a big end.
No, that's me. I can hear the water, or whatever it is, going past the ring.
Oh, I might pull some plugs out.
Yeah, listen to the sump.
Yeah, but the sump's not full of, it's not full of schmegma though. Like it's...
Fucking is now.
I don't know.
That might be fuel though.
Well, it can't be though.
I'll go back.
I'll pull some plugs out. They're easy plugs, these ones are on the top of the head. I'm going to grab a plug spanner and pull these plugs out. Alright, so I didn't end up getting plugs out of it, which are there still. And old Capitania seems to have it turning over freely now. It doesn't seem to have spewed anything additional into that oil, but it is... I don't think there's any oil in it, to be honest.
Let's see if the oil goes off. The light one goes off when you start it. Subaru, I love it.
Yeah, it seems to be very dry on the old oil department.
No, hang on. There we go. We're back to that bit.
Can you
What
guys,
is that?
could you guys hear that draining back into the sump? At least we know if we can get it going, the rings are good.
Yeah, there we go. I just went past up there centre.
Alright, comment down below now, yay or nay, is it going to run or not? And is it going to be brand new once it does run?
Yeah, no, we've got to pass the bad bit.
Let me hit the starter and see if I can get it to wobble, wobble, wobble. Get me just past the...
Why not?
Get me just past the bad bit. Right. Fingers and toes.
That fucking starter.
And we broke all of them too doing the hovercraft.
Oh.
Oh, I only clicked it just to see.
It's trying.
One more. No. I'll get some plugs out and spray some shizzle in there. Maybe it has done a big end and it's fucking
It's not big.
Alright, I'm getting a plug spanner. Righto, so we're gonna pull the plugs out. Yep. I'll grab them if you want to do the next one. Right. I'll pull these out and then I'll show you what happened, guys. Righto, so on this side, one of the plugs is let's see if I can get the light right. Is full bad milkshake. And the other plug that was next to it, yeah, it's just as bad. Out you go, Kingatow.
Just thought I'd be a bit rough and get...
How's that one look, mate?
Yeah, about the same.
Is that milkshaked or just dirty?
No, it's got a bit of wildlife on the end.
Yeah, there's things living. Sorry, on the phone to my daughter, guys. Living inside. But anyway, let's check this last one and we'll wander over. I'm not sure if we just filmed that or not, but what happened is it does turn over now and it spat stuff out everywhere. So you're just going to get some WD to flush through the motor and we'll go from there. But bugger, that all just went and sprayed shit everywhere. I shouldn't have been mucking around with a penis door. Righto.
Don't you dare. I'm putting WD-40 in it. Don't just go all over me.
I think I just missed a heap of stuff then. When we pulled the plugs out, the stuff sprayed everywhere. All because I was trying to, yeah, anyway. So what we're doing now is, it's got all watery crap and stuff in there, so we're going to put WD in each of the bores, put it down through the carby, clean the whole system out, turn it over, hopefully put plugs in it and get it to run. Now, should I put some oil in the sump perhaps, because it doesn't seem to be nothing in there. I might just go get some oil. Righto, so we've cleaned up the spark plugs, put them back in. Leith has washed through everything with WD. So spark plugs are back in. I've actually put oil in it. Now, there was water in there, but the radiator's still full, which indicates that it hasn't come from the radiator, as in blown head gaskets.
Yeah,
it's more that...
Say, because where that sits on there, like that, and that centre nut wasn't tight, so the nut sits in there. So I'd say, well, you can actually see where water's been sitting in there, and it's run down the thread of that and straight into the carby. So it's hopefully that's all it was, because it hasn't rusted the bores too bad, because it seems to wind over quite easily now. So
you got have you got throttle?
No, yeah, we'll just set it for fire.
Petrol?
Nah, if it's not going to go on start the bus, it's not going to go on.
I couldn't get the bike to fire on that the other day though. Let's stick a bit of fuel in it. Righto, we've got a bit of fuel in the carby. We've actually got throttle now. It is flat.
Oh, we're getting something going. That's gonna go, man.
Do we let it sit? Or put a bit more fuel in it? Doesn't help that it's two-stroke, but I think it's going to go too. I think some of the rings are probably gunked up with shit, but it'll come good, eh?
Yeah, probably.
Good to go?
Yeah.
It's only a good thing, come on. It's very close and it wants to go. I wonder if those plugs are filthy
again.
again.
The plugs will be shit. Open the throttle.
Oh, that was exciting. I'm not letting it off, it's doing it.
Yeah, I know.
I reckon clean some plugs out. What do you reckon?
I think the plugs are beyond cleaning.
So that wasn't too bad. I'm going to pull a couple of plugs out, have a look how dirty they are now. And if that sits overnight now and dries out, I reckon we're in with a chance. Okay guys, it's the next day and I've just put fuel into the brumby. Okay, so hopefully we don't have to pour too much down as long as the fuel pump's right and the fuel lines aren't blocked. So just put fuel in it. Captain's changing the plugs over. We had a new set of plugs in a Valiant motor over there.
Why did they do that? Plugs in it first?
Yeah. He's just pulled the other plugs out that we had in it last night, and they're wet. We probably should have pulled the plugs out last night to dry the engine out, but anyway, we didn't do that, but it's not going to matter. So we're just going to wind it over. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, okay.
We'll just get this starter sorted. Righto, so for some reason the starter didn't want to play, but that's winding over now. I can hear it sparking, like, just out of it.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, do you want me to go do this next job and come back, let it dry out? Just going to whack in the new ones?
Not going to make any difference.
Righto, in with the new plugs and away we go. I can hear the fuel pump clacking, so hopefully that draws fuel up. See how we go. Something will happen. I'm going to go back through my old videos because I must have videoed this turning up so we can work out where it come from and what I actually said about it, because I honestly can't remember, guys. At least had a massive clean out too. Like there's a big scrap run going on over here, so all that's clear now. Yeah, it's and I have a big clean up in the yard. Yeah, it means I can buy more cars. I was looking at a
no, it doesn't.
It does. Apparently it doesn't mean I can buy more cars. It does. At least putting fuel in because he started crying because I was going to pour it from like a foot up in the air.
Really?
In theory this should just start up and run.
Yeah, no.
No?
I might. If the starter made it work.
No, you good thing. Still not squirting. Come on, big girl. Ooh, this time it's a goer.
That starter motor's annoying.
I need to put one of those cuts in that go 5 minutes later. Come on.
Just pump the pedal, see if we got any fuel coming through the... Yeah, still nothing.
Maybe chuck some down this road again. I'll just have to do some creative editing.
Oops, that was what?
Maybe that's what it needed. So close. Once it goes, it'll be fine. Come on. I'll have to get it out and roll start it. That starter motor is driving me mental.
We're really about to pull the one off the hovercraft to put on it.
Well, there's one in the back of that car that's just there, the white one. The new white one. Oh.
Should I get to start your bastard so I can keep it?
Maybe, I think so. I'll keep just trying a little bit. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that was so close. It was so close a second ago. That sounds like it's done a big end.
No.
Is it fuel picked up at all yet?
No. Okay. Just pump it a few times. Yeah, nothing.
Clean the points maybe? Do you reckon it needs a little bit more?
Yeah, it should be electronic ignition. Yeah, it's electronic ignition. That's pretty nice.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know guys, honestly. It doesn't overly matter. We'll get this running. If we get it running, we get it running. If not, I've got other ones. We can do head gaskets and put another motor in. It's an easy job to change the motor. Either way, I'm using this car and putting a supercharger on it. So really, how good is this motor going to be with a supercharger? I don't know. It is what it is. Who cares? I'm having fun. Are you guys? That's what it's all about. All right, take 57. Come on. What the fuck was that?
Where'd you have the accelerator then?
Pumping it, hold it flat.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll just try and sort of hold it about a third throttle when it starts.
There was something weird that was happening. Like, when I backed the throttle off, it stopped. There's something going out here. Is the exhaust blocked maybe and it won't start?
I don't know.
You listen for the snake under this side.
Should be right.
Can you hear it down here going shh? I reckon the exhaust is blocked.
Maybe.
You just listen under this side when I try and start it.
Look, that's why it's trying to push back. Can you hear it? And actually afterwards, so there, the exhaust is blocked. I need to get it out and unbolt it at the cat.
Yep.
Because where the like the knuckle joint is from the cat to the exhaust, water's just pissing out of there while it's trying to run, and I mean like under pressure.
Yeah, so that's why it won't start.
So yeah, it's got blocked exhaust. Probably a blocked cat.
Probably just get under there with a drill and drill a hole.
Oh, unbolt it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll get it out later while I'm moving cars around. We'll have another.
Well, that just ran, so we won't do it again so we don't wreck it. Alright, that was the result, okay? And we were having so much trouble because the exhaust is full of water and actually blocked. We'll get this out today, which is probably maybe what we should have done to start with. But anyway, doesn't matter. I enjoyed that, did you? It's a challenge. Alright, mad. We'll be back when it's out. Right, I just got back. He's got the car out now. Okay, so it's in the driveway. It's not over there in amongst the cars. He's unbolted the exhaust, so it shouldn't be blocked. So in theory, we should be able to.
Yeah. Hang on. We'll just.
Can we do throttle? Yeah, that. Touch your fingers.
I think. Hang on. It looks like the venturis are wet, so it looks like the fuel's come up to there, but we'll just.
Yeah, so the exhaust was blocked. There you go. To me it doesn't sound like it's done a big end. There's no big rattles.
One thing these are really renowned for is the mechanical advance weights actually like seizing up in the distributor.
Does the aircon work?
Good on ya.
Doesn't?
No, I haven't tried that yet. Let's get the fucking thing running properly first. So what I might do is I might just give it
aircon.
I might just give it a bit of initial advance to see if we can get it to run a bit better, because it feels like the mechanical advance isn't coming in because it idles alright but doesn't want to rev.
Do we want to do a TK test straight up and see if it's done that? I'd like to know. Whether I've got to pull it apart. Anyway. That's a hell result. I'm pretty happy with that. The oil's very milky, but we just put a bit extra in there then. Maybe the exhaust has been blocked and that's why I got the car. I'll have to go back through my messages and back through where I got the car and work out why I got the car. And it might tell us a bit more. But anyway, that's a result. I'm happy with that. From seized, full of water, to running today, like that, you know, in under 12 hours because we started it last night. So, all right, he's going to play timing, and yeah, we'll see where we go. Right, just advance the timing a touch.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I.
That seems pretty good now. Throttle's a bit sticky and throttle's. I think you're right. That advance is sticking because the throttle's not sticking, but you know what I mean. The timing's not retarding straight up.
Just let it run for a bit. We'll do the TK too.
All right. So that's windscreen wipers. Where's fan? aircon works, guys. What? It's not? We don't have aircon. Right, so there's no aircon. We're going to get this up to running temperature and do TK test. Righto, so I can smell a lot of stuff burning under this car, so if it catches fire we'll have to find another one. It's running okay, it's up to temperature, you can see it's starting to smoke and just bits of grass and stuff burning. Hope nothing catches on fire. Temp gauge is just on half there, as you can see. Okay, so what we're going to do now is get our TK tester, which is that chemical tester that tests for carbon monoxide in the cooling system. So if your head gasket's gone, your piston comes up, pushes, carbon monoxide, which is burning fuel, creates into the cooling system. You know, your cooling system and your cylinder is joined, and yeah, but anyway, here we go. Okay, so we're looking for that to go green. Yeah, got blown head gasket. Yeah, you see there that it turned to green, which means, yeah, looks like we're doing it. Look at that.
I'll turn that off.
Yeah, so it's a boy and it's gone green. So yeah, so that means because the chemical went from blue to green, it means we have combustion carbon monoxide going into the cooling system. That might be the reason why I got the car. So, but that's not the end of the world. It just means we've got to do head gaskets. We're putting a blower in there.
It's hot and blow the head gasket because the fans aren't coming on. The fans should come on.
Yep. So yeah, all right. Well, that's the result. At least we know the motor runs. The bottom end's good. We can go from there. It'll be all right. Just another. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's see what we do now. Right. So all in all, it was a successful mission. It is running, but the motor's got to come out. So we'll come out. We'll do head gaskets. We'll put a clutch in it, and go from there. The plan at this point is, okay, the next video I'm going to run through the process I go through to work out how I'm going to put a car together and what I'm going to do. Well, building a car, as you've noticed, things change. Plans change, different parts turn up, people have other ideas that they give input for, and you take a little bit from here, and by the end, you hopefully end up with a better build than what you first thought you were going to build. So at this point now, there is an engine swap going into the other car, which will end up rear wheel drive. That's in another video. Okay, this one we're going to try and retain the original engine, and we have a small supercharger there. We'll make up the manifolds that sits there, draws through carby. Yeah, so that'll help this thing chug along. It'll retain the 4-speed box because you don't really need a 5-speed once you put the big wheels on it, and should be pretty sweet. But anyway, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by Christmas, so if you haven't, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. See you again soon. See you.